Okay, we're here. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Nice to see you here this morning. Welcome to the Party Pals. It's Friday, July the 12th, 2024. Option expiry day today. Thank you for joining me live from around the world. I'm just noticing that Citigroup just released their financials, and the shares are up after their earnings report. So they said something nice, I guess. Wells Fargo were down today, and J.P. Morgan were down slightly, even though they posted record profits. Go figure. Just watching SoFi shares, and I've just put a poll question up for you guys, asking what do you think is going to happen with the shares of SoFi. The financials come out to July 30, so that's an 18-day. That's a Tuesday, I think, pre-market. So Tuesday morning pre-market, they come out with their results. Between now and then, what do you think SoFi shares are going to do? And I'm asking you whether they are going to be higher than $7 a share, or are they going to be higher than 8, higher than 9, or could they be even higher than $10 a share? And so far, 42 of you have plowed in there to answer this poll question in 2 minutes. 63% of you thinking, yeah, it'll be higher than 7. So that you're telling me 7 to 8, because only 24% of you are saying over 8, 11% of you are saying over 9, and only 7% are saying it'll be over 10. So we'll see what's going on. 56% saying 7, 27% saying 8 on 49 votes. So yeah, hit that. Let me know what you think. Thank you for the thumbs up so far this morning. As always, appreciate that. We hit 200 more yesterday, 216 or something. Thank you, everybody. 40 thumbs ups are in the house. Here they go. Welcome to the Party Pal. What a day yesterday. I made a video last night that almost nobody watched. It does surprise me from time to time. I'll make a video about something I feel, I want to talk about. I decided yesterday afternoon, my time, I decided it would be a pretty good idea, Bruce, if you were to talk about the Magnificent Seven, because all 7 stocks were down yesterday, all in one day. They were all lower, and this doesn't happen very often that every one of them backs off. And so I put the video out and gave just some thoughts on it, and not even 1,000 views. Hardly anybody cared. And go figure. It is what it is. This morning, in the pre-market, with an hour to go, 55 minutes to go before we open, we have a mixed bag here. But boy, we got winners and losers. I mean, geez, Apple's up 75 cents. Alphabet is up 19, and Nvidia's up 36. But boy, Meta Platforms, Facebook down another 10.40 this morning. It was down 22 yesterday, so it's now down to 502 in the pre-market. Tesla loser, down 22 yesterday, down 430 right now at 236. So those are the two losers. Microsoft down 28 and Amazon down 47. Okay, partial losers. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty quiet. Interesting seeing that. The markets in the pre-market. Let me take a look right now on that one. The Dow right now is up 34 points, 0.08 of a percentage point. So there's nothing. There's no big rally happening here. S&P down a quarter of a point. Nasdaq down 20. So these markets are flat or negative, and they're wondering what should we do. What's going to happen here on the opening? Are the Magnificent Seven in for another round of selling? Is there going to be maybe a half an hour to a 1 hour sell-off to start the morning once we start trading? And once that's done, we're going to stabilize back to where we closed at last night, or maybe even get some of the losses back, start another thing? Or are we talking about a scenario here where we're not only down this morning, but we're going to be down later today, and we're going to have a really bad opening on Monday morning? We'll find out. There's just a lot of uncertainty out there, but again, the uncertainty is really wrapped up in the day traders, those who are really trying to guess where the market's going. And look, if you're an option writer, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're going, absolutely, Bruce. these day traders, these idiots who we make money off of, thank you gamblers, these are the folks who are just going through every gyration. You can imagine they were running an 11-day win streak on Tesla. They were running a record all-time highs on the market. Inflation is taming down a bit, thinking, oh, this is great. Interest rates can now come down. I mean, everything is working. And then the labor report comes out, and they talk about the jobless claims dropping off, and Americans aren't getting laid off left, right, and center. We see headlines all the time. This is where it gets kind of silly. We're always looking and hearing and watching and reading about headlines about company so and so is laying off people, company such and such is reorganizing, and you would think, oh wow, oh gee, the economy's in real trouble. We're seeing all these layoffs. But then the labor report comes out and says unemployment claims are lower because as a nation, the country of America is actually growing. The economy is expanding still after COVID. It is still expanding. And despite 5.5% interest rates, despite inflationary pressures, despite political turmoil, despite the age of the president or the uncertainty as to who the VP is going to be for the Republicans, despite all that stuff, the economy is expanding because at the end of the day, Americans have to make money to pay bills, okay? And we can all talk to our friends and our coworkers about every topic under the sun, from sports to the weather to our company and to philosophy and politics and whatever you want. But at the end of the day, is your paycheck big enough to cover the bills you got to pay? And that's the bottom line. People have to work and they have to expand and they have to make money. And this economy seems to be overall allowing people to make money in the economy. More people are winning than losing in the US because the stats keep saying so. And corporate earnings keep coming in without massive, really bad economic results. We are not getting complete wipeout results. Yeah, disappointment, yeah, or they didn't meet expectations because they were short by, they were supposed to do $1.6 billion in sales and they did $1.59 billion in sales. Oh, it's the end of the world. We're not getting stuff like, well, they were supposed to do $2 billion in sales and they only did $800 million in sales. We're not getting those numbers. And so the stocks keep going up and the markets are higher. So this correction yesterday, this pullback yesterday, long overdue, and on Tesla, way overdue, because the stock was way overcooked. It got up to 270 the other day. Now we've got some consolidation going on. Now, is this going to continue, or are we out of gas? Are the sellers out of gas? No more sellers coming in after the first 45 minutes today. And now we get a kind of a 2-hour flat line. Let's see what's going on. And then in the last 2 hours of the day, we are climbing back and we end up with an up day today. Could well happen. There's a lot of money on the sidelines guessing what to do. Okay. Gold yesterday hit an all-time high. I was up $40 an ounce yesterday. I think it's an all-time high. Because the thinking was interest rates are going to go down in the near future, which means gold doesn't have to compete with 5 or 6% yields from treasury bills or from guaranteed investment certificates, all these promotions that you're probably getting from banks that you either do or do not deal with, trying to get you to tie up your money for 5 years with these guys. Gold all of a sudden is going, if our commodity goes up 10% in value in the next year, and interest rates are going to go down, and the best yield you can find is 4.25%, gold will win. Gold will attract a little more money to it, which is enough of an equilibrium, if I get my wording right, to push it higher. But again, it's a metal that doesn't pay interest. It's a metal that doesn't pay a dividend. I was always asked when I was a broker for decades, clients always ask me from time to time, do you think I should buy gold? Do you think I should buy gold? And I'd say no. Buy the largest gold mining stocks that pay a dividend, buy those. So that, yeah, you own gold through stocks that mine gold, and you're getting paid a dividend on your investment while you're holding the investment. So if gold does go up 50% in value, the gold mine stock you have will go up in value because of all the gold that they've got in the reserves that they're going to pull out of the ground, and they're probably going to increase their dividend yield to their shareholders because their cash flows are higher. You win that way rather than holding a bar or a coin. How are you going to liquidate that? The thing with gold investors is it's a one-way street. I would bet you that 95% of people that buy gold never sell it. The only time it's sold is when they die. And whoever inherits this stuff goes, oh, great, grandpa's hoarding gold coins. How do I get rid of this shit? How do I turn this into money is what the inheritor is asking. They go to a coin dealer and they get hosed. They get a 20% discount on the price of the thing because they want to sell. And they don't care. They just want to get whatever I can get for it. Or they go to a pawn shop or however and wherever they go, they get a fraction of what they should because they don't know how to sell this stuff because they're not professionals in the coin game business. I have nothing against coin dealers. I have nothing against coin speculators. I have nothing against gold speculators. I don't. But it's a dumb investment if you're truly an investor for cash flow. If you're a long-term 20-year holder of a gold coin or a rare something or whatever, knock yourself out. I guess you've got so much money you can afford to do that, but for 99% of the population out there, cash flow is everything, and a dividend cash flow would be a better way to go, in my humble opinion. Cesar, thank you for this donation. Thanks for what you do, man. Oh, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. $9.99, fantastic. Jen, I got to pick Jen up tomorrow, so I gotta put some gas in the car and get her. Thank you, appreciate it. Welcome, Christopher Seyo, becoming a YouTube member. Welcome to the family, my friend. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member. Nice to have you here. Great to see new members coming into the channel. Thank you, all of you out there who have been picking up the classes lately. A number of you have been taking advantage of the sale, which is now on. If you don't already know, we have a deal going on. If you buy 5 classes, you can get 5 for the price of 4. So that's a good deal. $599.99. Make a donation to my PayPal account, and you're good to go. If you need to, just want to buy 1 lesson or 2 lessons, head over to the website right there, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. And or if you do want to get 5, and you're trying to figure out which 5 classes should I get. He's got 17 of them. I've watched 4 or 5 already. I want to get 5 more. Head over to the website. You'll see all the classes listed there, and then you can figure out which ones you want to order. Send me an email right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Uncle Bruce, I just sent you $599.99 US for 5 classes. Here are the 5 I would like. Number so-and-so, number so-and-so, number so-and-so. I will send you an email with your 5 links. Okay? Absolutely, we'll take care of you. Thank you all for joining that and becoming members of the channel at the same time. Welcome, Christopher from Computer Whiz. How about that? It didn't take long. Howdy, says Christopher. Howdy, how's it going? Richard, welcome. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Anyway, there you have it. Frozen Fears. Can you take a look at IPSN stock and what do you think of it? IPSN. What is IPSN? There you go. There's a hint. What I think of it. I don't know what it is. No idea. I can't find whatever. This doesn't seem to be a proper symbol, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Unless you're teasing me or something. I don't know. Christopher, good morning, Uncle Bruce. What are your thoughts on selling super deep in the money covered calls like a $3 strike with a 27.5 premium on GameStop with a CB of 24.5? I feel like it's easy money. Are there drawbacks? Well, quotes like that, deep in the money quotes, are usually done by market makers, and you're unlikely to get a serious premium on your dough. Although, you may find that there's a bid ask that shows you the potential of a decent trade. I don't know how accurate some of these quotes are that are way in the money like that. I really don't know. I don't know how deep they are. The problem with these deep in the money contracts, like virtually nothing, is the spread might be a buck and a half. So if you ever want to get out, you're going to have a tough time getting out, unless, of course, you wait for expiry or you expect to be taken out. A number of my viewers love to play the game where they see GameStop at, say, right now, 25.68. They're sitting there going, it's 25.68, you know. I could write a $25 call that expires a month from now, maybe the third Friday of August, and I could get myself, I don't know, $2 or something like that, and maybe more, and I might be taken out. I could be exercised, and I want to be exercised. I want them to pay me 25 plus, say, 325 premium. Give me 28.25 for a 25.60 stock. I've got a guaranteed win. Me personally, in this situation, I have a guaranteed win, and I want it. And I don't mind if I get exercised. I'll just turn around and buy back the stock, and I'll write at the money calls again for a month out for another 15% premium. That's what some do. I love that strategy. William Matthews, how you doing? I'm thinking of buying back my $25 put today. I sold them at $145. I can buy them back for 85 cents. I got 18 of them. What do you think about this? Is there a profit in them there, Hills? Yes, there is. 60 cents, $60 a contract, 18 times. Thank you very much. That sounds like about $1,000. I sold them on Wednesday. I don't see anything wrong with this trade. Making money is called making money. Now you might want to write contracts for next week, 25s or 26s or whatever you like. Yeah, knock yourself out. Luca 66 here. Ciao, everybody. Uncle Bruce sent an email. Maybe I want to take it as a poor man cover call play for the audience. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I haven't had time to get into it. I've been just frantically trying to get the show ready and my other show ready. And just kind of let me work on that. The man, live person, is what that thing is called, I guess. DB, good morning, everybody. LPSN, yeah, I don't know anything about this LPSN. What is it? LPSN. Maybe that's why I couldn't get it defined. I was thinking it was IPSN. Let's see here. Live Person Incorporated, 86 cent stock, you know. Sorry. Low of 45, high of 5.98. Trading its last 74 cents the other day. It's at 84 cents pre-market. No idea. Yeah, I got nothing, man. I'd have to do an hour of research to dig up the info on an 84-cent stock, and I just for option writing, it's just not going to work. So you're on your own on that one. DP, good morning, everybody. Look, there are stocks out there that are a good deal. There are stocks out there that might be a really good buy in these price points. I'm just really finding that my channel, my viewers of my channel, really react to certain stocks and option writing big time because they have been making money writing options. They figured out this world my world has completely changed because of Uncle Bruce and the ability to figure out how to write options. My investment game plan, I've thrown it out the window. I don't go after big dream payoff type stocks anymore. I don't go after hot rumor stocks. I'll invest money into some stocks for the long term, but I need to see cash flow, a positive cash flow, earnings. I need to see growth. I need this, and this. Now, I was under the gun in 2021 where people were saying to me, I love your channel, Bruce. You're a great guy. There's 200,000 of us watching you talking about GameStop. Oh, it's wonderful. What else do you like? What stocks do you recommend we buy? Because everybody wanted to get into the market all at the same time. And we were hitting new highs in January, February, March of 2021. I did mention, and I did talk about some SPACs. Like everybody else mentioned SPACs, and I brought out some that I liked from their business point of view. Sofi, Rocket Lab, Matterport, SmartRent, and others. Have they all worked out? No. Will they all work out? No. These are small stocks. what did I tell my viewers back in 2021? If you're going to invest in these companies, don't be putting in money that you need for groceries. Don't be putting in money that you need to pay rent or mortgage payments on. This is mad money. This is side bets. Let's see how these mature out. And here we are, 2024. I'm still on the air. How many others who were promoting and talking about nothing but SPACs? I mean, that's all they talked about. And they talked about, oh, this stock here is going to go to $1,000 a share because of the short squeeze. Where are these guys? So many have just evaporated into thin air. And I'm here talking and have been talking since 2021. You want to make money in the market? Maybe you should be an option writer. And here we are in 2024 talking about being an option writer. Have I brought to the table any new SPACs in the last 4 years that you should all really get into? Not a one, because the SEC attacked all the SPACs with all kinds of rule changes, all kinds of regulatory filing requirements, all kinds of BS that just bankrupted a bunch of these guys and made it impossible for them to do acquisitions, to acquire assets, to do whatever. The SEC, though, is saying, oh, we're here to protect you. Oh, we're protecting you against bad actors. Yeah, at the cost of billions of dollars in losses for millions of investors who got just hoodwinked by the SEC saying, oh, we're your friends. We're here to protect you. Yeah, right. Yeah, you did a fabulous job, guys. In the meantime, you got Archegos and all these other hedge funds blowing up, and all kinds of shenanigans going on, and hidden short trade transactions, the dark pool transactions. They're not doing anything to help us there. But let's go after the SPAC market. So I have backed off on that, and I just am not interested in promoting penny stock to you folks because that's not my bag. That's not what I do. I'm here to talk to you about how to make money writing options and having a 95% win rate rather than a 1% win rate on something else. If any of you make money on a stock that goes from 80 cents to $1.80 to $5.80, God bless you. I'm happy. Of course, why wouldn't I be happy for you? But I can't spend my time pushing that kind of an investment. It's just not my bag. It's not what I do. In any event, here we are. Here we go. Welcome everybody to the show. Oh, what else is going on? What else is going on? What else is going on? Spicy, a member for 23 months. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm now at an average of $2,000 a week in profit. Selling puts. The classes pay for themselves. There you go, my friend. That's a 100,000 a year average. Giddy up, buddy. White Feather, Spicy Android, way to go. This is the kind of story I live for. I get so many of these messages sent to me privately through emails all the time, and my one-on-ones. I offer one-on-one sessions with people, and they fill me in on what they've been up to and how they started with option writing and how they've evolved and where they are now. And it's fantastic. It is just great. You're never going to make $1 million on a single trade as an option writer. It's never going to happen because that's not the way it's set up. Option writing is an income generator into your hands, consistent income. Now, for some of you, your trades are once a quarter, once a month or two, and others of you do weekly trades. You're constantly into weekly expiry options. Whatever turns you on is the way this game works. That's the best part about the options market, whatever way you want to go. But you've got to understand how this works, and you've got to understand the nuances of the options market, and you've got to invest time, your time, into generating this kind of return right here. If you truly want to get this kind of a return into your account on a consistent basis, you better put some time into it. But guess what, kids? Look, you graduated out of college, I don't know how many years ago. You got a job with company blah. You ended up in a position with the second company, the third company, wherever you are now, and you're generating revenue every month from a steady paycheck. How much experience do you have in that gig? How much time have you put in to move up the ladder to where you are? Some of you are now managers, your assistant managers, your VPs, your whatever, however high you've moved up in the corporate world. You paid the price to get your success, and you deserve it. Now, Spicy has paid the price here. Spicy has learned how this is done, and this isn't luck. This isn't he got fortunate. Now, this is hard work, and this is showing up every day because this is the gig. Spicy loves this gig. I can't blame Spicy for this. Congratulations. Sounds like Uncle Bruce is at the beach. Number 82, thumbs up from Deep Value. John B., I don't even hold stocks anymore. I just write options for cash flow. Built up my portfolio way faster than holding the ups and downs of the market. Best channel I ever found. There you go. You don't need to have stock to do option writing. Turbo, I always wanted to write options, but I could never afford enough shares to do so. So once if I could acquire a few hundred shares of some cheaper stocks like Sofi, maybe I could start there. Not necessary. You don't have to own any stock, even Sofi. You can make money on Sofi writing cash secured puts. White Feather, John, that's exactly what worked for me too. The man, I've been enjoying selling covered calls with my 100 shares and have cash for a cash secured put with some expiration. I think it's called a strangle maybe. Larry Titus, good morning, all of you. Number 87 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Larry, for being here and part of the show. As always, my official bell ringer. We are 32 minutes away from opening today. And we're going to see how this market wants to play itself out. We got a 12-cent gain on GameStop at $25.69 now. And we're sitting on Sofi at $6.91, up 14 cents. I think the stock wants to take a run at 7 today. I think it really wants to break through. I personally think the shares will inch higher overall for the next 2 weeks as we approach the earnings report on July 30. I don't think we're going to be in the 6-7 neighborhood. I think we're going to be closer to 10, but I'd love to be beyond that for sure. But I can see it moving up towards 10 as we go forward. Now, the question, of course, is, well, what will the earnings be? Will they be a surprise? Will they be a disappointment? Will they be exactly as forecast? And what about the future? Will the company come up and say, well, you know, we made this much money in the latest quarter. We're going to revise our earnings for the next 4 quarters, and are they going to up their numbers? Are they going to up their estimate on gross revenue, net profit for all of us to see? If they do something of that nature, the shares can go beyond $10 a share. And for those of you who have forgotten, or you've kind of, you know, you've been so sidetracked with everything else going on lately, remember, this company, Sofi, did a cap call transaction about 3 months ago. And the number of $14.54 is a very important stock number coming up to conclude and make that financial deal, financing, a huge success. $14.54 a share is the magic number for Sofi to ultimately finish off their, what was it, how many hundreds of millions of dollars of financing they did, where they're issuing, they're in effect in eliminating a debt that they have on their book for stock, and the stock isn't from Treasury, it's from the open market, which means an artificial short squeeze on top of a short squeeze. And this is why I sit back and go, this thing is, when this thing goes, it's over. And there are 187 million shares shorted now. Add another 100 million to the pot easily. We're talking over 300 million shares short on this thing ultimately. And that is what, we're at 18.5% now. That's going to be 27% short interest or more. The stock is going beyond 14.54. So, but I don't talk about it every single day. I don't want to bore you to death with this. So we'll just let it happen and we'll go from there. John Collins, number 89, thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. 29 minutes away from opening. Let's get ready to rumble. See what this market wants to give you and give everybody. Love it. Let's take a look and see if we get some other quotes up here. NVIDIA is sitting at 127.49, up 7 cents, up 9 cents, not doing very much at the moment. Other Magnificent 7 stocks at this moment in time, we have Apple sitting here at a 65-cent gain. Tesla down $5, Microsoft up 41 cents, Google is completely unchanged, Amazon down 19, Nvidia down now 5 cents, Meta Platforms down 11.52. So Meta is taking a hit, Tesla is taking a hit at the moment. These are the two losers The other 5 are just slightly up or breaking even at this point in time. Rocket Lab continues to move higher. Got up to 533 yesterday, now 536. Definitely through the 5 level. Sofi, like I said, 690. GameStop 2572 now. Matterport 434 with that 550 takeover offer to be voted on in 2 weeks. 2 weeks today. The vote will be in, and within about 3 weeks from today, Matterport won't be listed anymore. It will be bought out at $5.50 a share, half cash and half in stock. 23andMe, 47.5 cents, inching a little higher, like a half a penny a day. No news yet that I could see. Spire Global up 44 cents this morning, up 69 cents yesterday, 11.92 now on Spire Global, zooming in on $12. Nothing on ATIP today. Smart Rent up a dime, 237 at the moment. Those are the SPACs that I'm still following here. Other than that, Goldman is up 328. One of the banks out there that's getting good vibes from other banks. Cisco's up 6 cents. Arc Innovation's up 16. Pfizer's up 21. HBQ unchanged. Unity is up 28, but AI is down 2 cents at 29.79. Adobe 251 higher lower 251 lower after losing 692 yesterday. The Spiders SPY, they're up 93 cents. They lost 484 yesterday. Netflix up $2, losing 24.90 yesterday. Triple Q's reflecting the Nasdaq market, down 11 points yesterday, up 40 cents this morning. IBM is up 43 cents this morning. Vanix Semiconductors is up $1 after losing 10 yesterday. Home Depot is up 177. They gained 960 yesterday. Enphase was up 490 yesterday, up 147 this morning. Palantir down 38 cents after losing 78 yesterday. We're at 27.27. And Uber, which was up 426 because of the delay, reported delay in robo-taxi rollout from Tesla, was up 426 yesterday. It's down 66 cents this morning at 72.88. So Uber and Lyft shares apparently had a good day yesterday on Tesla's bad news, I guess. There you are. We're up 14 cents on GameStop, 13-cent gain on Sofi right at the moment, and we're keeping a sharp eye on the Magnificent Seven this morning to see how they're going to react when we get this party started. White Feather says, Turbo, there are several ways to write options without holding any shares. Poor man covered calls, cash secured puts, credit spreads. You might want to look into those strategies. Bruce has classes on all of that. The last 10 classes from number 8 to 17 or something like that, you definitely want to be in there. You'll learn a lot about how to write options without owning any shares whatsoever. And the best part about learning how to write options when you really get into it is you can pick your exposure level. You can pick the risk level. You are allowed to set a limit as to how much you're prepared to lose on a trade. This is so different than when you buy just a stock that is supposedly the hottest thing since sliced bread. You buy any kind of a stock or any kind of a call option or a put option, unlimited losses. You could lose all your money in that investment. If you're a shorter, of course, it's worse. Whereas if you're an option writer, especially with credit spreads, you can set the exposure, the risk level right up front, and how long you want to be exposed to the trade. These are some of the advantages of being an option writer that make option writing very lucrative for those who are in the know. It's as simple as that. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, there are millions, if not hundreds of millions of gamblers out there who have no concept whatsoever of the markets, how options actually work, how they're created, how they rise or drop in value, how they could be overpriced based on what they're going for and what they represent. Option writers generally are way smarter than the option buyers. They have far more knowledge, and they start to pick off these easy wins where they're writing options at ridiculous prices, and they just can't believe they get this much money for them. It's just amazing. One of the most common comments people make to me when they begin to write options for the first time they can't believe this is legal, and they can't believe they're allowed to do it because they thought that the only entities or people, investors, that were allowed to write options, they thought it was just the big investment bankers and the big hedge funds and the big ETFs and mutual funds. They didn't think that they themselves, as private retail investors, could actually write as few as one option. They had no idea they could do that. They thought, oh, you had to have at least $1 million, or you had to have at least 20 years of experience, or you had to have a special license, or you had to be of a special designated kind of trader, or brokerage firms would never allow individuals to do this. It would only be allowed with $1 million balance on hand, and all these myths, which, funny enough, actually works in your favor. For those of you who are following me here, so many of you have now figured out that, wow, this option writing thing is really lucrative. And you're saying to yourself, you know what? I'm kind of glad that very few people out there know how to write options. I think this is fantastic because it leaves way more money for us because if everybody did it. Remember the argument you get when someone asks you, hey, how are you making money in the market these days? And you say, oh, I'm an option writer. And they go, well, if it's so damn good, why doesn't everyone do it, including me? You get that one all the time. If everyone did it, there would be more sellers and buyers of contracts. And this gig would be up. But there isn't enough sellers. There's a shortage of sellers. That's why the premiums are so high on some of these contracts. It just is mind-blowing. You got to take the money when they're handing it to you, I always say. Congratulations, everybody. William, would you sell puts on Matterport right now? Would I sell puts? Well, I mean, you could do a cash secured put, I suppose, but you could also just buy the stock and in 2 to 3 weeks be taken out and say, thank you, sir, may I have another? Harry, Uncle Bruce's class is very much worth the money. It works like a charm if you play it safe. White Feather, oh yes, definitely take the classes. Turbo, how would I go about starting? If I only got a few $100, could I still write an option? Well, this is where we gotta be realistic here. I have to say this: the industry as a whole has really changed. I know when I mean the industry, I'm talking about the investment business. Back in the day when I started as an investor and as I became a broker, every stockbroker that even wanted to talk to clients about the options business to write and sell and buy options, you had to be licensed. You had to have a special course. It would take you upwards of 6 months to get licensed for options trading. Everything was in slow motion. But in the last few years, things have really changed. There was a time where many brokerage firms would not allow you to write any contracts unless you had at least $5,000 in equity. They wouldn't even allow you to open an account. They wanted to know you had that kind of cash. Had to be margin account. You had to have backing, maybe a letter of credit. Those are the days 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Things have changed now where it's all on the phone, and there are platforms like Robinhood that will let you trade with $50, $100, $200. So having said that, there are people out there who play the options market. Most of them are just buyers and sellers, and they've got a couple of $100, and they're just speculating on 10-cent contracts, 20-cent contracts, and the like. If you want to make money around here, and I mean you want to make money, you're going to have some money. If you've only got a couple of $100, I cannot condone really getting into option writing with a couple of $100. It's not worth your while. You're better off, making a few hundred more, making a few thousand, and then looking to get into it. But in the meantime, I can highly encourage any of you who are, you're thinking, well, I'm going to put $500 a month together for the next 6 months. I'm going to get $3,000 together. I would say you take this 6 months time frame to learn about options, whether you want to take my classes or you want to just look up the information on Google. You want to go maybe you can go into some of these platform trading outfits and they have tutorials on how to write options. Maybe that's good enough for you. If you're a small investor with a few $100, but in a few months from now, 6 months, a year from now, you might be able to put some dough into this thing. Between now and then, you know what you can do? You can go into any of these, almost all of these online brokerage firms, and set up practice accounts, risk-free, with live quotes, actual live tracking of real quotes, real option quotes, stock quotes, and you can now learn and trade options in practice accounts risk-free for nothing to get a handle on this. And so maybe 6 months, a year from now, you got a couple of grand lying around, 3, 4, 5 grand. And maybe now at this point in time, you're going to be an option writer for the first time, and you're going to be a credit spread writer because you've taken a year to absorb either my classes or others or a combination of all, and you're ready to try to do some conservative credit spreads that you might want to use 2 grand with to get established. In the meantime, you've practiced and learned how it's done. That's where I would recommend the newbies go, especially the small one. Walter Young, good morning, Uncle Bruce. And Bagel Familia number 98. The man says, I only buy stocks using cash secured puts. I just go at the money a day or two ahead of expiry. You might as well get a little discount. Giddy up. Nothing wrong with this strategy. We open in 17 minutes, everyone. Thank you. There's a lot of folks here who've written cash secured puts lately on GameStop shares. And they've written 20s up to 25s, which right now are all out of the money. There's a ton here who have written cash secured puts at 30, 35, and all the way up to 50 and more. The higher GameStop inches up towards 30, the more these put contracts are likely depreciating to the point where any of you out there that wrote all the way up to $100 cash secured puts, there weren't many, but a few, you'll all be ahead on your trade. And that will allow you the possibility, depending on your position, what did you do with the credit that you got when you wrote the initial contracts? Can you buy back your contracts for $2 less, $5 less, $10 less, depending on the shrinkage of the time premium, to ultimately roll into a shorter term cash secured put contract, or rotate out of cash secured put positions and now become credit spread writers instead, using put contracts to do put credit spreads. There's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of that being studied right now, and the best thing about option writing is this is a long-term, forever thing. It's the rest of your life that you're going to be able to do this, and there are times where you might shift out of cash secured puts into credit spreads or into poor man covered call writing. It all depends on your tolerance and timing, and so we'll see how it plays out. With the stock at $25.70, 30 cents away from 26, obviously a $30 cash secured put written on this stock a month ago that expires next Friday, the third Friday of this month, those puts are dropping fast. And if the shares pop a couple of dollars from here, those 30s are going to really take a hit. I can see premium losses, time premium losses, and upward movement of the stock that'll take half the value of these things off the picture, off the page. And so for many of you out there, you might be in a position to start cashing in, all depending on how the shares will behave in the next week between now and the third Friday of this month. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Walter Young, good morning, everybody. Number 98. Thank you all. The Amish Cyborg today or Monday, GameStop might start moving to 30. Anything is possible. We've seen it. We've seen a lot of wild stuff happen with GameStop over the last 3 years. We don't put anything past the stock ever. Bottom line, they got $4.2 billion cash in the bank. They're no longer as speculative a stock as they used to be. They're sitting at least $10 a share cash now. So nice. Alex, number 112, Bruce. Thank you very much for these thumbs ups. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. And of course, my fellow simpletons and the degenerates around here. Welcome all, of course. The poll question, we have 219 votes now that have come in on the poll question. Let's take a look at that. 114 thumbs ups, by the way, again. Thank you. We have so the question today is SoFi releases its next earnings report on July the 30th. The stock will be higher than what per share? The first option was $7 a share. 56% of you are saying it'll be higher than 7. But 23% of you are saying it'll be higher than 8. Between now and the 30th, 18 days from now, it's going to be over $8 a share. 10% are saying 9 a share, and 10% are saying over $10 a share. So a majority are saying 7 but not higher than 8, followed by higher than 8 but not higher than 9. So 73%, 79% of the people responding are saying 7 to 9 a share is where we're going to be, where only 20% are saying 9, 10 or more is where it's going to be. So we'll see who's right. We're going to find out only a matter of time. 30th of July, 18 days from now. Then we'll know. Thank you again. Thumbs ups, 116 of them. Keep them coming in, everybody. Appreciate you. This is good stuff. The man, I bet it gets hammered below 25 today. Then next week it'll start to go. We're talking GameStop over there. Bobby, did Auntie Jen enjoy living like a homeless person last week? Auntie Jen's been having a great time, hanging out with her sister and her brother-in-law down in Medicine Hat, where it's much warmer than even here, hitting almost 100 degrees. But that's normal for Medicine Hat, Alberta. Loving it down there. Jen and I will get together tomorrow, and she'll be back home tomorrow night. And you'll see her or hear from her on Monday, I'm sure. Giddy up. CKT, Bruce, I'm number 117 on this thumbs up meter. Rock and roll. Thank you, CKT. Appreciate you. We open in 11 minutes, everybody. 11 minutes we start to trade. We're going to find out what's going on. We have in the pre-market right now some gains, some losses. Rocket Lab is up 4 cents. SoFi is now up 13 to 6.90. GameStop is up 21 to 25.78. Over on Apple, to start with the Magnificent 7, it's up 52 cents. Tesla down $5. Microsoft down 46 cents. Alphabet, the Google shares, are down 24. Amazon down 37. Nvidia down 18. And Facebook down 12.96. So there are only one share is higher on the Magnificent 7. It's Apple, and that's only 46 cents a share. Other than that, they're all down. Goldman Sachs riding the wave of profitability from reports out of Citigroup, out of JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo. Their earnings came out, and for Goldman, their shares are higher. 376 is the gain on the pre-market right now, 0.75% higher. Cisco is up 18 cents. Arc Innovations is up 18. Pfizer shares are ahead 27. HPQ up 18. Unity up 28. We got AI up to a dime. Adobe down 165, but that seems to be improving. The Netflix shares are up 27 cents. They took a hit yesterday, 24.90 on the downside. IBM up 52. Vanix Semiconductors up 55. Home Depot down $3. Make that up $3. Pardon me. Enphase up 142. And we have Palantir down 41 and Uber down $1. Okay. There's the story. I'm sticking to it, and we'll see how this market wants to play itself out as we begin to trade here in 9 minutes. I'm hoping that a bunch of you here are going to have some nice profits coming in on depreciating option values. That's the way it's done around here. It's called keeping the change, and a lot of it. Thank you very much. The poll question today now has 237 respondents. 56% of you are thinking SoFi will probably be between $7 and $8 a share by July 30. So in 18 days, the stock will be higher, but won't be over 8. 24% of you, a quarter of you though, are saying no, 8 to 9 is likely the neighborhood just before they come out with their earnings. 10% of you say no, 9 to 10, and another 10% of you are saying 10 or more is what this stock is going to do. Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll stick around and see how this thing works out. But It has been interesting to watch the little movement from 615 the other day, the low, probably the 1 year low just set a few days ago. All of a sudden now we're 690. See how that goes. Thumbs ups now 123. Thank you everyone for coming through for us and hitting the thumbs up button. CKT with 117. Thank you. Jason Lawson. Looks like GameStop setting itself up for a nice run. Uncle Bruce, any earnings projections for Sofi pre-earnings report? I got nothing. Cliff Roy Bean. Good morning, Uncle B. Number 122, my friend. Thank you, sir. Bobby Atkinson appears Magnificent 7 is going to be leaky again, at least to start the morning. The Amish Cyborg GameStop breaks $30. It might go to 49 to 64 range, support at 33, and then test the old, the old resistance and support levels. Charlie, I just need 12 by the 2026 for my puts. That's all I'm after. This thing goes to 12 or more, my puts are worthless. I keep all the money. Thank you very much. Nice job, Charlie. We open in 7 minutes, everybody. Thank you all for popping in here and being part of this family today. We love you all so much for being part of the channel. Those of you who are joining us as members, upgrading to Gold Bagel Standard members, thank you again for your support of this channel. It's what keeps us going. YouTube would not allow this channel to really exist if we only had 100 or 200 views here, but you guys are coming and going all morning long here, joining us on the show. Many of you hit the thumbs up button instantaneously. A ton of you have become members. We have more Gold Bagel members of this channel than Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. That is the shocker. To be a Chillin' member is $10 a month. To be a Gold Bagel member is $25 a month. More people are paying $25 a month to YouTube to be a Gold Bagel member than a $10 a month Chillin' member. I thank you for that. We try to give you value for your money. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you get a lot of extra perks for that extra $15. And many of you have figured out to pay $25 a month to become a member of this guy's channel with all the potential trade tips that are being handed out here, and the pre-alert show, and the Wednesday night prime time, and the ability to become part of the Discord group. Being a Gold Bagel member more than pays for itself time and time and time again. I tell you, for those of you who think $25 a month is too much, then you're not even thinking you're going to make $25 a month in the market. I don't know what you're doing here. If you don't think you can make $25 a month in the market, I don't know why you're watching me for 2 hours a day. It makes no sense. I have a suspicion here that, well, it's not even a suspicion. I know for a fact that people who are Gold Bagel members around here, they make a ton more money than that. A ton of money. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for supporting this channel, picking up classes. Take advantage of the 5 for 4 deal while you can. It's good for July. And thanks again. Those of you who are looking to have a one-on-one session with me to go over your account, your trading philosophy, your thoughts, you want to get my reaction to some strategies you've been thinking of employing, I am more than happy to spend time with you to go over that in private. Once the private session has been had, we're on camera together in a private setting here. I send you a copy of the chat, so now you can rewatch our chat again and again and again. You don't have to worry about hanging out with me for an hour, hour and a half for $400 and writing stuff down all the time. You don't have to worry about doing that. We can just chat for an hour, hour and a half, and then you can rewatch the show as many times as you want, and now write down what I talked to you about. It's all good, okay? Thank you, everybody, for your support of this channel. Christina, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm looking at put credit spread on GameStop, 21.23, expiring on the 26th. My mid bid is 50-cent credit. Good deal. No, it's too close to too high on those puts. Shows the break even 22.50. Yeah, I don't like being that close to the market. Mandu 138. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mandu number 5. Yeah, credit spreads are great on GameStop, but 10 days out, week and a half, 2 weeks out, with a $23 put that you're writing, I don't like that exposure. That's too close 20 or less is where I would be at. Definitely 20 or less. But hey, I know some of you are very tolerant and you're very willing to be a lot closer to the campfire than I would recommend. I take the very conservative approach. Most of you know that here. Those of you who are around here a little while, you know why I do that. I really try to caution you away from don't get next to the campfire. There too many sparks are coming off, and you might be set aflame. I look at the long-term play here always. The long-term conservative play, where yeah, you're not getting as much credit, but oh, are you protected against a dip here? Beautifully protected. That means that you do win 19 out of 20 times or 29 out of 30 transactions. You're a winner. And even the one time where you might not be a winner, you've got a rollover strategy to protect yourself. That's where I'm from. But it's okay. For those of you who want to really play close to the fire, you've just got to accept the risk. You've got to accept the fact that you might be 50-50 on your profit. For some of you, that's just good enough. Not for me. This is a rest of your life scenario. And, if you take a spicy Android strategy where you're now consistently bringing 2,000 a week in the front door, you're not going to get sick of winning that kind of money. You're just not going to get sick of it. And you do that kind of money for like 6 months, and you're 50,000 further ahead. I can tell you, you're not going to make 2,000 a week anymore. You're now up to 4,000 or 5,000 a week. Your numbers are just improving, and there is absolutely nothing unexciting about generating 250,000 a year in option premiums when you know you can do that. It changes everything. It just changes everything. It seems like slow motion for those of you who are really riverboat gamblers, but boy, when you can consistently bring in way more money than you ever are going to need to get by on, you will be able to now go, you know what, those credit cards are gone, the car loans are gone, student loans are gone, a whole bunch of stuff is gone. And my cost of living has actually been brought down by 50%. And I'm bringing in triple what I ever brought in before. I could never work for this kind of money. It changes everything. It just turns you into a different person. You become much more patient, much more tolerant, and you now become more of a planner, long-term planner. And now the idea of going on a 2-month vacation through Hawaii and Fiji and maybe connecting to New Zealand and Australia just doesn't seem outlandish at all, because you're making money while you're down there. You're still trading. The idea of a 3-month European holiday between the UK, Ireland, and the mainland, the continent, is not even a stretch. And friends of yours will say, how much are you spending for 3 months to be away for 3 months? And you'll go, I kind of know approximately how much it is, but honestly, I'm not fussing over the pennies here. I come home with more money in my bank account than when I left. I make more than I can spend now. Not that I'm a drunk with my money. I just make more than I can spend. And so I'm growing my account anyway, and I'm not stuck at the house or stuck in a cubicle at the office or what have you. We're out there. And for some of you, it's taking off in an RV. Some of you out there, you got 50 grand for a down payment on a $250,000 RV, or you're buying a used RV, or you're taking over someone's financing. You know someone that's into an RV and they want out, and they've got this loan on this thing, and they're just paying storage fees, and they're dying to get away, and you've rented it for a month, and you like it, and you've decided, I'm going to buy this guy's RV. I've been renting it for a month, and they're telling you, you want to buy it off of me? It's available. And you want to rent it in the meantime? No problem. And you've decided, I'm going to RV for a year, and then I'm just going to sell this rig for whatever I get for it, and that's the cost of my vacation. Whatever is in your vision go for it. We're open, everybody. Thank you, everyone. The 1921s gives 15 cents. Well, maybe another week further out. Maybe you should write a 4-week spread and close it with a week to go. Maybe that's the way to do it. Larry is ringing the bells. Lee, hey, Uncle Bruce, I got to put credits for the expiring on the 19th on NVIDIA next Friday, 116, 121. You think I'm going to be okay on NVIDIA that close in that kind of neighborhood? We're at 127 on NVIDIA, and you're sitting on 121.16. So you're close. As long as you are watching it like a hawk, I hope you're okay. Bobby, 250,000 capital gain profit, you say. Christina Freeland has joined the channel. James, GameStop's over 26, Bruce and Richard. Neat. There we go. 25.69 now. We've come back under 26. 26.13 was the opening moment. Right now, 25.72. Tesla, 234, down $6 a share. Google up 53 cents a share at the moment. AI holding at 20 cents. The Dow up 105 points. Welcome all to the party and to the opening salvo. SoFi right now 690, holding a 12-cent gain at the moment. NVIDIA up 85 cents. Rocket Lab is up 12 to 544. Matterport 437, up 2 cents. SmartRent up 6.5. ME up a penny. Apple up 195. Google up 49. But other than that, the Magnificent Seven are in the red. Down 6 on Tesla. Down $3 on Microsoft. Down $1.30 on Netflix. Meta down 13. Amazon down 60 cents, 90 some odd cents now on Amazon. Let's see. Super Microcomputer 885 down 360, kind of a quiet start there. Uber down 45 cents. Adobe down 253. AMD down 54 at 181.40. Unity up 34. Enphase up 242. Charlie, I second the neat. All right there. Thank you, Charlie. Giddy up, everybody. Giddy up, and welcome to the party this morning. Nice to have you here. We're up 120 on the Dow at the moment. Here we go. Max Payne on GameStop, Richard Carlin is saying, is 25 now. Mark Gibson, hey, Uncle Bruce, I have a put spread on GameStop. 2022's 871 contracts at 86, expiring July 26. It is now 28 cents. How am I doing? Well, you seem to be doing okay, with a bit of a gain here of 22 and 20. Giddy up. You may want to look at rolling into August transactions or just sitting this thing out. Hey, giddy up, everybody. However many you got, well done, and take the dough. Giddy up, nothing wrong with it. The stock, 25.73, up 16 cents. Obviously, the higher it goes, the further away your contracts are, but they're not going to drop a whole lot unless another week goes by. They'll drop further then, but you got to wait a week. Is it better now to start buying these back and writing a week or two further out for another 85, 90 cent credit and enjoying maybe a 50 cent drop in the next week instead of a 10, 15 cent drop in the next week on these? Only you can decide that, and you can do it in segments, 100 at a time, 50 at a time, however you're going to do it. More power to you, Mark Gibson. Keep up the good work. We're at 25.72 right now. The low today, 25.54 on GameStop. The high, 26.13. 1.1 million traded in 5 minutes. Dead as a doornail. Very quiet here at the moment. Tesla, 235, 236 now. 236.05, down $5 a share. There you go. SoFi $6.99 on your SoFi, kids. $6.99 a share on SoFi. It's touched 7 so far. Will we break through 7 here on a bit of a surge and then go to 7, 10, 15? Entirely possible. We'll see. 3.6 million traded. SoFi looking better. Those of you answering the poll question, 7 or higher, you're already coming together. The question is, will it break 8 or 9 or 10 between now and July 30? 696 to 699 on 3.6 million on SoFi, everybody. Looking okay. NVIDIA up 38 cents. Rocket Lab up to 545. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Those SoFi $7 cash secured puts might be out of the money. All of them not only this month, but all the way forward. That would be a ton of contracts that would now be out of the money because the stock could break through $7 a share. This could happen at any time. We might be doing a reload right now. We'll see what happens. Thank you all joining us today from wherever you are on the planet. We're up 152 on the Dow. So we've got a good start going off here so far. No problems there. Let's see here. 2578 now on GameStop. We've got the Dow up 158, S&P up 9, NASDAQ up 29. No serious sell-off to start the day. That's a good sign. Now the question is this just a half an hour little high? Hi, how are you? We're going to get some bargains and then we're going to back off or not? We'll have to watch for that, and we will. We shall. We're up 7 on Rocket Lab, 13 gain on Sofi, 21 on GameStop. We have Smart Rent up a dime, Apple up 147, Tesla down 5, Microsoft only down a penny now. Microsoft down just a penny as we're beginning to strengthen here. Let's see here. No, I take that back. I've got to refresh everything here. Give me a second here. Okay, Rocket Lab up 17, SoFi up 17, GameStop up 19, Matterport up 2.5, 23andMe up a fifth of a penny. Okay, Spire up 8, Smart Rent up a dime, Apple up 240, Tesla down 250, Microsoft down 320. Excuse me. Now Alphabet is up 59, Amazon down 14, Nvidia up 96, and Facebook down 1350. Still taking another hit. There's what we've got right now. Goldman up 130, Cisco up 28, ARC up 49, Pfizer up 19, HBQ down 4, Unity up 62, AI up 37 cents, Adobe down $4, Netflix down 390, IBM down is up 93 cents, Vanik up 59, Home Depot up 203, Enphase up 441, Palantir down a nickel, and Uber down 94 cents. That is what's going on right now with the Dow up 154, S&P up 12, Nasdaq up 37. It's a green start overall, but on the Magnificent Seven, it's still a mixed result so far. 694 on SoFi, 553 on Rocket Lab. Go baby, go! All right, there you have it. So Apple is up. Alphabet is up and Nvidia is up, but they are not up a lot. Losers, Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta Platforms getting hammered today again. And that's the story. I'm sticking to the story, guys. Thank you for joining me. Let's go, kids. Let's go. B Tizzle, I just bought 2,300 more Matterport. Giddy up, Bruce. Bobby got 8 put spreads on ELF. It's starting a nice run the last 2 days. Bought back incoming next week, I think. That's what I'm going to be doing over there. Right on, Bobby? ELF. All right. 30.04 on AI, up 24 cents. GameStop 25.76, trying to improve here. The low of the day, 25.54 on 1.33 million shares. That's GameStop. SoFi now 693, up 16. Volume on SoFi this morning, 4.7 million. Very good start there. Nvidia 128.10, up 70. Rocket Lab 552, up 19 cents. Rocket Lab volume is 933,000. High today 554. We're at 552. We're right up there, looking pretty good on Rocket Lab. Matterport 437, up just 2 cents. This company is being taken out for 550, half in cash, half in stock, and the vote is in 2 weeks. I think it's the 26th of July. So not a long wait to see a 113 gain coming your way. See what happens. All right, CoStar will be the buyer of this company. All right. Thank you all for joining me today. Nice to have you with us. Giddy up, kids. Still showing a $2 loss on Microsoft. We're still showing a $13 loss on Facebook so far this morning. A 133 gain on the Dow with GameStop at 25.70, SoFi 692, and Rocket Lab 551. Thank you, Rocket Lab, continuing to improve here in this market. There you are, guys. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you with us today. from wherever you are. We have now on the thumbs up meter. We're showing now 155 thumbs ups. I thank you all for that. On the poll question, we've got 286 votes in the House. 286. The question: SoFi releases its net earnings on July 30. The stock will be higher than $7. 56% think so. Higher than $8? 24%. Higher than $9? 8% only. Higher than $10 a share? 11%. 1 in 10 are saying higher than 10. All right. We're up this morning. We'll take that. 14-cent gain so far. We've touched 7 so far on the session today. Anything over $7 means that the put contracts are all out of the money on SoFi. Welcome all to the program, and thank you for joining me this morning as I struggle to keep it going. I'm tired. I'm so tired this week. Thank you all so much for being with me all week long. I hope you're making nothing but money. Money, money, and more money out there. You deserve it. 242.50 on Tesla. 242, up $1.65. Tesla got down to 233. It's now 242.60. A $9 turnaround. We're up 160 on Tesla. That is a magnificent 7. Turning the corner, and that is the question of the day. Are we going to turn the corner here on these stocks? What is the dealio? Apple's up now $2.51. Tesla's up 202. Alphabet up 18. Nvidia's up a quarter. The losers: Microsoft down 230, Amazon down 19 cents, and Meta Platforms down 12.20 a share. It's 4 up, 3 down, it looks like now. 4-3 for the Magnificent 7. Amazon is only 18 cents from going green. That could make 5 out of 7, leaving just Microsoft down 250 and Meta down $14 today. Big turnaround on Tesla stock here. A big turnaround from low to high on Tesla. All right. Yep. Giddy up, kids, on this stock right now. Tesla 242.88 after hitting a 233.09. 129 point gain on the Dow Jones right now. AI up 12 cents. GameStop 25.58 flat right there, maybe up a penny. And SoFi 6.92. Nvidia up 3 cents. Rocket Lab up 18 cents. Matterport up 2.6. Not massive gains anywhere really at this point in this market session. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining in. Nice to have you with us today. We'll see what's going on. All right. Headlines at the moment coming out of Market Watch. The PPI, Price Producer Index, shows stronger wholesale level inflation than forecast, but prices are flat at the core. That's interesting. Oh my gosh, excuse me. U.S. economic data will now justify an interest rate cut, says Fed's Daily, one of the governors there. But we'll see what happens with that overall. Market Watch: banking behemoths J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citi kick off quarterly earnings session so far today. We've got those numbers out from those participants. Okay. Thank you all for joining me this morning. There we go. We got the Dow up 129. We've got GameStop up 4 cents. Tesla now up 193 to $2 a share. Google down 6 cents a share at the moment. And over here on the watch list. Oh my. Rocket Lab 550 up 17. SoFi up 16 cents, 693. And Apple's up 222. Tesla up 244 now. 73-cent gain on Nvidia, but we're negative on Amazon, 57 cents. Google down 3. Microsoft down 236, and Meta down 12.39 right now. So far this morning. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining in. 295 result votes now for the poll question. 57% of the people here believe that SoFi will be between $7 and $8 a share before or around the 30th of July. The earnings anticipation will not move the stock up past $8. 57% of my respondents are claiming at the moment. 24% predict 8 to 9, 8% between 9 and 10, and 10% 10 and over will be where SoFi will be by July 30. Okay, 155 thumbs ups that come in a few minutes ago for the channel. 160 now. Thank you, everybody, for helping out with that endorsement. I appreciate it. Giddy up, kids. All right. Dude is saying, okay, I closed some put spreads, wrote some puts on MSTR, Rocket Lab, GameStop, 360 credit in 15 minutes. White Zilla, okay, so they are saying it's not going to tank and blow up anytime soon. Dude, on GameStop, I really like to go out to September, August for put spreads. The credit premium usually comes in really quickly once we hit 60-day mark and under. Very interesting. I know some of you are really studying depreciation rates on contracts, which is a great thing to do. You go to the option chain, go forward in time all the way out to August, September, October, November, and then track various contracts. How do they depreciate month by month and then week by week as we come closer into the end? And you start to figure out, yeah, look, man, the best time to write these spreads or to do these option rights are, so many weeks out or so many months out, and then close the whole thing off with so much time left and then reload into the next position. Hey, man, this is how you make dollars. No doubt about it. Thank you, dude, for that information. Appreciate it. 113 gain on the Dow. We're up 22 cents on AI, 25.60 on GameStop, plus 3. SoFi back to 6.99 again. This is the second time I think we've hit it. The high of the day, $7. We've got to break through the 6.99, $7 for sale block, and then we could break out to 7.10.15 with no trouble. We'll see if it happens. 5.9 million volume. The buying is coming in on SoFi. There is definitely buying coming in here. Quite steady this morning to get into the stock today rather than wait until Monday or further next week. The closer we get to the earnings day, people seem to be speculating SoFi could be higher than where it is right now. 6.98 to 6.99 a share. We're following that very closely. All right, dude, now I've got some dry powder sitting on some offers. See if they'll hit. If it's that simple. If nothing has to wait, I'll wait till next week. Right on, dude. Thank you for letting us know how you're playing this. $6.98 a share on SoFi right now, just under $7 a share. Could it be taken out in a moment's notice? Yes, it could. Cash secured puts could be out of the money, the sevens, very quickly here if we see a pop through this. Watching that closely, everybody. GameStop down 2 cents at 25.55. High today, 26.13. Low, 25.44. We've had about a 70-cent spread on GameStop for the whole day. Just absolutely quiet there. Nothing much to talk about. Up almost $4 now on Tesla. It's at 244.90. Trying to get to 245 and beyond. It did hit 245.38 so far. Tesla has been that high so far today. Very interesting. Definitely very interesting. Thank you all so much for joining me today from wherever you are on the planet. We love having you here. Hope you're having some fun, making some dough in the markets as we stay on top of these markets and quotes and gyrations. The Magnificent Seven, what are they doing today? What is going to happen with the Magnificent Seven shares? Are they going to all tank? Are they all going to go green? Half, what? 4 higher, 3 higher, 5 higher, 2 higher? We're jumping around right now. We're not sure. We see, let's see, another update right now on the Magnificent Seven. We've got Apple up 241. That's a winner. Tesla up 471. That's a winner. Nvidia up $2. Three solid winners. They're up 250 and 469. All winners. Losers 32 cents for Google, 50 cents for Amazon, 211 down dip on Microsoft, and a $14 dip on Meta. So three of those could turn it around. Microsoft, Google, and Amazon could all be green. And then only the Meta, the old Facebook, would be the one in trouble. We'll see how this wants to play itself out. Welcome to the party, everybody. I'm glad you're all here. Okay, there you go. Rocket Lab 551, up 21 cents. Very good. SoFi 694, back down from 699 to 694, and we're down a penny on GameStop right now. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thumbs. The poll question: 305 respondents. 306 now on the poll question. 58% are saying SoFi will be between $7 and $8 between now and July 30. $8 a share between 8 and 9, 25%. Between 9 and 10, 8%. 10 and over, 10% of the channel are saying we're going to be 10 and over on SoFi between now and July 30. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. You're saying. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's see here. The big T. A few months ago, I was complaining about my July 19 550 Rocket Lab cash secured put. I was complaining about it. Right now, I'm looking pretty good. The stock is 553. The contract's out of the money. I think I'll just let it go all the way to next Friday. I'll just let it keep going. That's a July 19 contract. 1 week to go. It's out of the money. Right now, it's out of the money. So, yeah. I mean, theoretically, you could write a contract that expires next week. You could write a 6 and buy this thing back. But on the other hand, let it die off. If Rocket Lab wants to keep going higher, thank you very much, says the big T. Congratulations right there for sure. Up 470 now, 465 on Tesla. Big, another good gain, 245, a little recovery from this $22 hit yesterday. How much is in there? Can it run up to 250 and then will it peter out again? I don't know. See what gives. 25.56 down, 1 penny on GameStop, and Rocket Lab 552. SoFi now 691. Okay, everybody. Brian, number 168. Good morning, everybody. Finally bought back my $24 cash secured puts on GameStop. I sold those on July the 5th, and I was paid $225 a week ago. I bought them back for $111, which is 50% or more in 1 week on a 3-week contract. Sold some $25 cash secured puts July 19 for $127. Thank you, Uncle B. There you go, kids. Making money. Giddy up. The big T, volume on cash secured puts trades is super low, and I don't mind getting the stock for $4.30 a share. Right on, man. Brian, also check out the 5-day. This is looking interesting right now, what the market has done for 5 days. Thank you all for joining me today from wherever you are on the planet. It's great to have you here as we keep grinding this first 2 hours, first hour of trading on a Friday morning. Option expiry day, SoFi 691. We've gone to $7 twice, but we haven't been able to break it yet. I wonder if the $7 option gang are trying to hang around, trying to keep the stock from going anywhere at this moment. Let me take a look at SoFi option contracts. Let's see if I can get any current quotes. Expiring today, there are 3,862 puts, but 34,213 $7 call options on SoFi. At 650, there's 23,240. They're all in the money. At 750, there's 222 in the money. For SoFi, 650 put contracts, 16,000 in existence at the moment. That's where we are right now. And we're trading at 691 a share. So the 7s are out of the money. On the call side, they're out of the money. On the put side, they're in the money, I guess, just a little bit. as we are following this entire market here. SoFi now 690 a share. Will it run through 7 to 725 today? Putting all the $7 calls in the money. 750, 12,600. I don't know if we'll get anything like that around here. Next week, the 19th, $7 call options for SoFi, 46,795. And for the put contracts at $7, expiring next week, 42,114. Those $7 put contracts are trading at 22 to 24 right now, right near the money line. Amazing what's going on here. 15,650s for the calls, by the way, but 46,800 contracts. 72,000 $8 contracts for SoFi expire next Friday. 56,000 $9 contracts and 19,000 $10 contracts expire next week on SoFi. Wow. We got a lot to follow here on this thing, kids. All right, guys, thank you for joining us today. Nice to have you in the house. Okay. Let's see. The big T volume on cash ticket put trades is super low, and I don't mind getting the stock for 430. Brian, also check out the 5-day, looking interesting here. Brian, 5-day chart on Chewy has been steadily rising. Brian, the 3-month on GameStop is up 126%. Snowboarder, put in a stink bid for some GameStop cash secured puts at 24 strike for July 19. I'm just sitting and waiting for that gambler to hand over the cash. Right on. Brian, SoFi hit 7 this morning. This is nice. Brian, snowboarder for life, going for about 60 cents right there. Brian, write 17 of those and you got $1,000 for the week. That's true. That can be done. 690 on the stock for SoFi, just 10 cents away from $7. Will we break it is the question right now. NVIDIA 129.95 up 255. Rocket Lab 550 up 16 cents. Matterport 438 up 3. The Dow up only 97. AI is down 22. 29.58. GameStop 25.58. 25.54 now, down 4 cents on GameStop. Okay, kids, that's the story. Sticking to it. Welcome all to the program, and glad to have you here. Snowboarder, I think I'm going to sell 10 of those. I'm going to grab some cash for 10 of those contracts. Giddy up, everybody. Nothing wrong with grabbing that kind of cash. Right here, thank you all for joining me. We've got 313 votes in on our poll question. The thumbs up meter, last I saw, was 160. We now have 173 on the thumbs up meter, 27 away from 200. Thank you all for coming through for us today, helping us get to 200 thumbs ups. 27 away. Thank you, everybody. All right, there you go. Yeehaw, everybody. Brian, $600 still nice in Canadian money. That is over $800. There you go. Giddy up. You can buy a flat screen TV with 800 Canadian dollars. Did you ever think it would be possible to do that? Remember 10 years ago, 15 years ago? I remember in 2008, I bought a 50-inch television. 50-inch, make that 52-inch television. 52-inch television for $4,000 in 2008. Have things changed since 2008? My God, that's unbelievable. $4,000 in 2008 compared to now. Jeez, that a 52-inch television in today's terms. What is that? $300? $400 for a 52-inch television? It's next to nothing, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. Can you spend $4,000 on a flat screen TV today? It would have to be one of those 85-inch monsters, wouldn't it? Now, I know there are certain, high brand TVs, but I'm just talking like a Sharp television, a Samsung, maybe a Sony, I guess. I mean, what would $4,000 get you? An 85, 90-incher? Oh my God, unbelievable! I don't think you can spend that kind of money. Brian, Uncle Bruce, I don't know if you remember, I took out a line of credit late March 24. So far, I have made 70% of that already. Think by the end of the month, I'll be at 100% and I can pay the thing off in full. Beautiful, man. This is awesome. Brian, about 5, 6 months to double my money. Thank you, GameStop and Uncle Bruce. Well done, man. Brian, don't worry, Uncle Bruce. If you can't spend that kind of money on a TV, you sure as hell will spend it on groceries. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you just hate what Costco did with their chickens, the rotisserie chickens? When you used to go to Costco, you would buy the rotisserie chicken, whether it's in the States or in Canada, and you would get it in that plastic container with the black bottom and the clear lid on the top, and it would snap together. And then you'd eat dinner Monday night or Tuesday night. You'd dig into the chicken, and then you put the leftovers back in the fridge inside that container. Now you go to Costco, and the rotisserie chicken is in a plastic bag. Don't you just hate that? And you close the bag. You have to. There is a seal thing you can use to close the bag. But how many people have found that the seal opens up, and then the bag falls on its side because you're driving home in your car. It's in the back, maybe in the trunk, and it falls on its side, and the juices all spill out. Well, you just hate that. And when you get home with the darn thing, even if it didn't spill open, now you're home, and you want to prepare the bird because you want to microwave it to warm it back up. You take it out of the bag and you get your hands all covered in the juices of the thing, and you put it on a plate, and then you nuke it up, and then you eat what you eat, and then you got leftovers. You don't use that bag anymore. Now you have to get a container. I mean, doesn't that bug you? It bugs me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I know we're trying to save the planet, and I'm just kind of going, guys, really? Is this going to do it? I don't know. I mean, for how many decades did we buy the chicken in the plastic container with the snap top tight lid? How many decades? Is this what's causing global warming? Really? Is this it? I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is, and what can I tell you? It's the way it goes. And this, remember when Costco shifted from Coca-Cola to Pepsi? Oh, don't you just hate that? I hate that. I want my Diet Coke back from a decade ago. Not doing it. The hot dog deal's still $1.50, I guess. What can I say? They still got the $1.50 deal. They raised their membership by $5 for a basic membership. And if you're a platinum member or a black, like a gold bagel member, what is that? The gold Costco card or the premium card? It's $10 more. But if you take a look at inflation since 1980, when Ronald Reagan was president, it used to be 25 for the basic card. Now it's going to go to 65. I read an article yesterday about inflation since 1980 versus what the card has gone up to. $25 in 1980 would now be $76. Triple. Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing? So, what was the price of a house in 1980? I think my dad sold, the mom and dad sold a family house for $88,000 in 1980-ish. Today, that should be $250,000. I can tell you that the house they sold for $88,000 is not $250,000. It's like $500,000. So things have changed that way too. Wow, amazing. Changes that make old people angry with Uncle Bruce. There we go. Dude, I love this. Is my favorite version of Uncle Bruce. Haha. Give him hell, Uncle B. Brian, Costco revenues on memberships, $4 billion per year just on memberships. The big T, if they offer Pepsi, you offer monopoly money. Charlie, C2, it's a tough life out there. No kidding. It used to be so much easier being older. Now it's not so easy anymore. Yeah. Oh, man. Sometimes change is it great or not great? I don't know. What I find interesting is you go to Costco in the U.S., and you can buy the rotisserie chicken for $4.99. Unbelievable price. It's a big bird, too. It's a really good sized chicken. Then you go into a Safeway or to a Publix or to another grocery store to buy a rotisserie chicken. double the price. In Canada, it's unbelievable. I think the Costco price in Canada is $7.99 for the bird instead of $5. It's $8 in Canada, by the way. Then you go to Safeway here, and you're paying $12 or $14 for a rotisserie chicken. Yeah, double. Unbelievable. And it's not as big. So they're dried out. After they're sitting under the lights for an hour, you're buying a rotisserie chicken at Safeway. You can't eat the wings. They're dried out. Not with Costco. They got the bigger, juicier bird. They don't last long either at Costco. I got to give them that. It's a tough life out there. Uncle Bruce, the plastic container ends up in the sea. I have the executive Costco card. It's worth it. Usually get back a check for $185. Lorraine, WE. Yeah, look, I also have the executive card. That's what it is, the black one, the executive card. Jen and I get that 2% back. We get more back than we pay for the card, which makes it a free card. When we are driving our Sonata here, we buy gasoline. At Costco, we save at least 20 cents a gallon equivalent. It pays for itself. I mean, I'm not complaining about Costco, not complaining about the price increase. Just don't like the plastic bag for the rotisserie chicken. That's all. I just don't like it. I would rather have the old container. But I'm finicky. You know, I'm old. I'm crotchety now. Open interest on the $30 calls for GameStop next week is 60,000. That's 6 million shares of options at $30 strike. I'm excited for next week. Please go to 30. Give me all my cash secure put premiums, please. Thank you very much. And the question is 60,000. Are 50,000 owned by Roaring Kitty? Is he into this? Is that why there's 60,000 contracts? I don't know. Will we hear anything about it? Will there be a meme showing up? Will there be? I don't know. Could there be all hell breaking loose between now and next week? I don't know. I'll be here. Will you be here? We'll be here. Let's check it out. Lorraine, Brian says to Lorraine, do you pay membership fees up front for the year? Do you think they're investing this money and thus they get 2% back? I wonder how many options they sell. You buy your membership up front, and it's good for a year. You renew it on the anniversary for the next year, and that's how they make most of their money, memberships. The business breaks even. It's amazing. It's just an amazing model. It's an amazing business model. I love Costco's. Kudos. Charlie, $8 at Costco, $12.99 at the local Metro. Charlie, and it's a smaller chicken. That's right. You buy a rotisserie chicken at Costco. It is a big, good sized chicken. You buy one of those rotisserie chickens at a grocery store, 3/4 the size, double the price. Oh yeah, definitely true. Very true. If you were buying one rotisserie chicken a week at Costco, 50 a year, and you're saving $8 a bird, that's $400 a year in savings just to buy the chicken. So yeah. Let's see here. Bobby Atkinson, I got $34 call written for August 16. They are welcome to come and take them out. This is GameStop, I think. Average of $17.50. Cash secure put, I suppose. Lorraine, my husband buys his chicken from Publix. I only eat certain meat from Publix because their meat is the best, and my butcher. My son in New York shares my card. There you go. Charlie, I have 3 teenage kids and their boyfriend, girlfriends eating us out of house here, and house and home here. Brian, Superstore rotisserie chicken tastes a lot better in my opinion. I used to buy them back in university. My friends and I would buy that, a loaf of bread and some mayo. We'd make sandwiches and study. Oh yeah, if you are into doing that, it's very economical, very much so. Yes, Jen and I will buy a rotisserie chicken from Costco, and we'll have 3 meals easily from it. I mean, in the States, $4.99. Up here, $7.99. 3 meals. Yeah, and at the end, you're just peeling off the meat from the bone and producing egg salad sandwiches. Yeah, very good move. Charlie, that's why I got to pull an income writing options. I got a bunch of people eating me out of house and home. Thank you, gamblers. On behalf of Charlie, well done, sir. Well, we're coming up to, an hour and 40 minutes for the show. Thank you for joining me today. We're up 143 points on the Dow. AI is sitting at 29.83. GameStop 25.69, up 12 cents. SoFi 6.89. We're waiting to see if SoFi can break $7. Still up 12 right now, 12 cents. Nvidia is up 2.37. Rocket Lab is up 11 cents, and Matterport is up 6. Welcome to the program. Tesla is up 4.55 a share today. After starting with a down dip this morning, we're going to check out now some of our other favorites here. Wait for the update to come in. Here we go. We've got Apple up $3.48 now, looking okay. Tesla up $4. Microsoft down $1.83. Alphabet, that's Google, up 25 cents. Amazon only down a penny now. Nvidia is up $2.44, and Meta Platforms is better. Instead of being down $14-15, down $10.80. So there's a recovery happening on some of these Magnificent Seven stocks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 are higher. Amazon down just 2 cents. Now it's up a nickel. 5 are higher now. Only 2 losers. Microsoft down 177, and it's improving. And Meta Platforms down 1060, and it is improving as well. So we've got 5 of 7 green on the session today versus yesterday's 7 for 7 on the down dip. Right there, everybody. Thank you for joining in, following us today, and seeing what's going on. How high can some of these stocks go? It's an option expiry day today, everybody. We got to tolerate the option expiries here. How are these going to play out right now? 100 and what is that? Wait a minute. The thumbs up meter was 173. It's now showing 178. Thank you, everybody, for 178 thumbs ups. Let's keep them coming on in. Thank you, everybody. On the poll question of the day, we have 328 votes. Very good. Thank you for joining in on this. SoFi releases its next earnings July 30th. The stock will be higher than $7 a share. That's 56% of you. You're telling me with that answer that we're not going to go above 8, but we are going above 7. 25% are saying no, 8 to 9, Bruce. We're going to be $8 to $9. 8% are saying $9 to $10, and 11% are still insisting 10 and over. We're going to be over $10 a share by the time July 30 comes around, because SoFi is already making moves here at this point in time, reaching 7 already, and it's only the 12th of July. We got 18 days, man. Well, we'll see how this plays out. 8.5 million traded on SoFi. So far, 689 last indicated trade on the stock. We've touched 7 now a couple of times so far today. Still got hours to go. How is it going to play out? We'll keep an eye on that. Thank you all. We got knee emojis coming in here. Giddy up, guys. A couple more thoughts here. Let's see what's going on here. Bobby Atkinson, the cash secured is a $35 written for Jan 25 on GameStop. Susan Shop says, when you see there are 60,000 call options on GameStop $30 strike, these could be written calls as well as bot calls. Why does everyone assume that they're bot calls? Help me understand. The Big E is going, neat. Brian, I'm up almost 400 on my cash secured puts. I sold yesterday, and the stock isn't even moving that much. Is this real life? Like, what's this all about? Richard Carlin, neat, Brian, neat. It won't tell me. It won't let me. Neat. There it is. Dude, how are we this good, Uncle Bruce? This how? Thank you, dude. Whoops, that's how. I'm not even awake yet. Laughing out loud. Writing options, baby. It's the way you make your money in this town. I don't know why people try the other side of it. Just blows me away. They lose. Susan, look, 60,000 call options. When we saw Roaring Kitty buy 120,000 call options at $20 a share a month ago, someone had to sell it to him. It was the market maker. Now, look, 60,000 have been are out there on the 30s. It's possible that there's a buyer for 50,000 of them, and an option writer was a market maker. It's entirely possible. I have no idea. We've had turnover since they were created, and we're at 25.70 on the stock. A $4.30 move puts these right at the money. And we got next Friday, we have a week. These contracts could well be way in the money by next Friday. You know, and I know what this stock is capable of doing in a couple of days. $35 a share, 38 a share by next Friday. These are $5 to $8 each. Whoa, in the money. Look out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we'll just stick around and see what's going on. Thank you, everybody. Brian, my wife asked yesterday, what do I do if you die? I don't know anything about this. I said, email Uncle Bruce and he'll help you. Ha ha. What do I do? She doesn't know. Like, you're making all this money writing options. What if you die? Something tells me she might be a viewer of this channel. Going to have to take over the trading of that account, I guess. I don't know. Yes, interesting. Welcome to the party, pals. How you all feeling? I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good? I'm feeling good. Well, let's keep on going then. Try to feel better and make more money. $246 a share on Tesla, up 524. The high today, 247.43 on Tesla. Very interesting. GameStop, the high today, 26.13. That was on the opening, I think. The low, 25.42. We're at 25.74 right now, taking another little run higher on GameStop, which means cash secured puts are losing value again. 25.72 to 74 at the moment. Not a lot for sale unless you get to about 26 something. On the buy side, there's support there. Looks like a dead even race right now. It's option expiry date. Thank you very much. Mandu number 5. Neat. There you go. Making sure to honor the Knights of Neat. Don't forget to do that. 238 of you are here. Thank you for joining me today for Friday, July the 12th. Dead of summer right now. Oh my God, it's the summertime. Thank you for joining us here in Calgary. It's Stampede Week. Oh my God, the whole week has been party time. We have 186 thumbs up, so we only need 14 more to get to 200. Thank you, everybody, for helping out today. They are coming in today for sure. We have 333 votes for this question of the day. Sofi releases earnings next on the 30th of July. The stock will be higher than $7 a share. 56% say yep. To $8 a share, 25%. $9 a share, 8%. And over 10, 11% are saying SoFi will be higher than $10 a share by July 30. For sure, Brucey boy. Watch out, baby. We're on our way. Fine with me. I'm quite happy to have it go to 10, 12, 14, 16 a share. Oh my God, this channel will blow up. Oh, we'll have 3,000 viewers watching every show here while I'm live. We'll have 1,000 people asking me, should I write now? Should I write contracts? Which ones? How long? How much? Out of control. It could be quite an interesting 18 days. And we'll see what happens after that, too. We'll see what's going to... Yeah, baby. Let's see what gives. Brian says to my wife, I said to her, well, the worst case scenario is if I die, you have all my accounts and logins. So you could just sell everything and have cash. Give Uncle Bruce $400. He'll get you to sell some cash secured puts. He'll show you how to do that. Uncle Bruce, she's going to kill me, Lorraine, Big T, you are a piece of work. Let's see, Bobby, since your plan is to let her out of that rat race first, the easy answer is to teach her what you're doing. Then let her take over so you can focus on your job. Brian, I knew making this much money was a bad idea. I knew. Vladdy, number 190, Bruce on the thumbs up meter. Beach Boy, the GameStop $25 covered calls I wrote for tonight at 114 and next week at 270 might well get assigned. A 22.90 average purchase price. Go ahead, gamblers. Make my day. Take me out. Take me out. Absolutely grab me. The Big T, Lorraine, is this about my choice of music on the Discord? Big T wants to know. Bobby Atkinson, Stampede Week sounds like a great week to go camping. Must be quiet out there. Jason, so is Calgary like the Texas of Canada? Yes, yes, it is. Bobby Atkinson, yep. Bobby, Calgary is owned by Texas. Oh, yeah. There's boys and girls with cowboy hats all over town, wearing jeans and the cowboy shirts, cowboy boots. We got Stampede breakfast going on all over the place. More flapjacks being consumed this week than the rest of the year combined, I'm sure. It's a good time. People are in pretty good spirits around here, although the cost of everything is much higher than in past years, and that is holding up some folks. Definitely not the greatest. For those in the bottom half, it's tough going. Definitely, rents are much higher, groceries are much higher. Kind of tough out there for some. Option writers seem to be doing just fine. Option writers are way ahead of the inflation curve, staying well ahead of the boogeyman high prices. Definitely. We're up 17 cents on GameStop. We're at 686 on Sofi, up 9. Nvidia up 159 to 128.99. Rocket Lab 550 up 17 cents. Matterport up 6.5, 441.5. That's what we got going on. AI down 7. The Dow back up again, 197. The Dow is improving nicely, powering higher. That's gonna make one wonder what's the upside of this market. We got a 28-point gain on the S&P. We got a 110-point gain on NASDAQ. It's definitely moving up, no question about it. Now, will that affect and infect a bunch of other stocks? Will AI catch a buy wave with the Dow and the NASDAQ all moving higher? What about GameStop? We're only up 15 cents. Sofi up just 9. Nvidia's up 111, but Rocket Lab up 16. Matterport up 6.5. What about SmartRent up 9.5? Apple up $3. Tesla up 5. Google down 52. Microsoft down 125. Netflix down 168. Meta is down $14. Amazon is down $1. What do we make of all of this? SMCI Supermicro at $9.14 a share, up $24 a share. Uber down 28. Adobe is up 173 now. AMD up 155. Unity up 42 cents. Enphase up 409. What do we do? Markets seem to want to go higher at the moment. Giddy up all. Welcome to the party, everybody. Coming up to 1 hour and 51 minutes. Got the last 8 minutes to go for the show today. And boy, do I need some rest. Thank you all of you all this week for being with me, keeping me company while Jen has been out camping. Great to be spending time with you. Thanks again for those of you who have been picking up classes this past week, jumping in there and grabbing your either 5 for 4 deal or just grabbing a class or two and honing your skills, building your confidence and becoming a smarter, better option writer. Congratulations, those of you who have started to do option writing and are winning. Just stay in your lane and keep on winning. Allow the winning to continue. You gotta love it. I'm stoked for you. 191 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. We're only 9 away from 200 again today. Thank you all for doing that. Thanks for joining me with this poll question today. 338 votes are in the house. Thank you for plowing into that as well. Appreciate you being part of the channel in any way you like. Love it. The Tesla shares, Apple up 320, Tesla up 580, Microsoft down 115, Alphabet down 26, Amazon down 82, Nvidia up $2, and Meta down 12. So we got 4 losers, 3 winners. Looks like right now on our big cap board for the Magnificent 7. We have more losers than winners at the moment. But the Dow's up, and the S&P is up, and the NASDAQ is up. So the Magnificent 7 might all turn around and join the party. They might just all come in here and late in the day join the win streak and power this market higher. Remember, the Dow was up 400 the other day. Then it was down a bit, and here we are trying to figure out where we're going. Welcome to the party, pal. Oh, as I'm stretching out here, thank you, Lorraine. Number 192. Bruce, you are going to get 200 thumbs ups today, no question about it. James of the Misty Tree, neat, 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 neat. There you go. Brian, Bobby Atkinson. I told her I will just get you to learn all the lessons. If I die, why don't you learn the lessons now? She says I have too much anxiety. I couldn't do that with money. I would lose my mind. My background is engineering. Hers is engineering. What's engineer? This is perfect for engineers. Writing options is perfect for money people. But you know, what can I say? 10,000 shares wanted on GameStop, by the way, at 25.70. There's a buyer trying to buy 10,000 shares of GameStop at 25.70. We're at 25.77 now, up 20 cents. Now we just went to 25.80 on GameStop. There's only 150 for sale. There's a 248 at 82, 100 at 83, 50 at 84. 650 at 87. So this buyer for 10,000 at 750. If they turn into a market buyer, they would wipe out the stock to $26 a share. Is that what's going to happen? 3 million volume on GameStop today. Last trade 25.78 to 80. 4,300 at for sale now at 25.80, but 10,000 wanted at 25.70. We got a standoff here, 70.80 on GameStop right now, trading at 79. As I speak, what is going to happen here? We got buyers at 71, 72, 73, 74, 76, 77, 78. We got buyers all the way up to that 78 level. We got sellers at 80, 82, 84, 87. Let's see what happens. Looks like the seller's gone. The seller, the 4,000 is gone. It's not there anymore. It's been bought up or something. It's not there anymore. 10,100 wanted at 25.70. It's trading at 77 right now. Interesting. Okay, Brian, Jason Laws, as a Nova Scotian living in Calgary, yes, everyone in Canada thinks Calgary is the Texas of Canada, and Toronto is the New York. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, you can get diapers on sale, you know. Thank you. I could just stay on the air for hours and hours and hours. I don't know if that's going to happen. 25.72, that 10,000 buyer at 25.70 might just get hit here if we back off. 25.71 just went through. Let's see if someone's going to hit that bid here. Trading at 71.72. There's 10,000 wanted at 70, and there's nothing until 60.65. There's nothing for sale here. We're still at 72, 73 with 10,500. No, 10,051 wanted at 25.70 a share. It's trading at 74 now. They're taking out the offers here. 73, 74. Buyers have just popped in at 71 and 72. Now 75 last trade. Another buyer coming in here, picking off the offers. Will the stock trade down to 25.70 and they'll take out that buyer, or will it pop back up again? 25.75 last trade, 200 at 76, 50 at 78 available. 25.77 now last trade on GameStop. Trying to go higher. It looks like it's trying to go higher. All right, the Dow up 187. AI is green. 29.82. We're going green now. 25.77, 78 on GameStop. There's buying at 71, 72, 74, 75, 76. There's a seller at 78, 79, and 80, trading at 25.77. Sofi 687 up 10 cents. Nvidia 129.12 up 129 even, up 163. Rocket Lab up 16 cents to 550. Matterport up 5.5 cents. There's the story. I'm sticking to it, kids. That's what we got. 74, 25, 74, 75, 76. Just going through again. Looks like another run on GameStop here. 77 just went out. It's offered at 79 only. One share. There's 151 at 25.80. Are we seeing a higher price on GameStop here? Looks like it wants to break through the 80 level maybe. We'll see. Giddy up, everybody. Folks, I got to pack it in. I'm so tired. I'll be getting a little rest, and I'll keep an eye on this market the rest of the session. I hope you all clean up with some nice profits today. Have a great weekend if I don't talk to you between now and then. Don't forget to join me Monday morning. We'll get going with another round of trading here. You option writers just make the money. 25.79.80. Looks like GameStop wants to go higher. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for the classes, one-on-ones, you name it. Looking forward to seeing you next week. My $5 Rocket Lab cash secured puts expiring today, as well as my NVIDIA 120, 115 put credit spread as well. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for teaching me the ropes on how to make money. I love this. I love just keep making it, keep making it, keep making it. This is such good stuff. Mandu number 5, have a great weekend. Larry, have a great weekend, everybody. Neat, 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 neat. There you go, everybody. Thank you all for your support, and we'll talk to you next time. This is Bruce from Calgary, home of the Calgary Stampede, wishing you a wonderful weekend. Talk to you next time. Bye for now.